as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Now here's Booker, following the miss by Marcus Morris.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Okogie. Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
And George with the stuff.
And this is what we've come to expect from Russell Westbrook. Yes, he can be an explosive scorer, but if his teammate is open, he will put it on time and on target.
And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line.
That one is off.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Booker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Westbrook passes to Morris. He dishes it to George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Phoenix, no good that time either. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
And Ayton throws it down.
Passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Now here's Westbrook. Crafty move. It's not going to go for him. Some solid D from Paul. Ayton kicks to Paul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Westbrook. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
The shot's good.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
On the wing, Booker.
Blocking foul called on Marcus Morris Sr. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:52 left to play in the first. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Morris Sr. First personal
Left
foul.
side, Westbrook.
First team foul.
Pass to Zubac. Leonard attacking. Lays it up off the glass.
Kawhi Leonard able to navigate his way to the cup off the bounce. Yes, sir.
The wide open look for Durant. Hands it from downtown. KD's got 7 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And George, here we go. That shot misses. Phoenix leading by 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. So we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Okay, David, thanks. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday.
Taking 2 shots.
There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Durant, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Morris passes to Leonard. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Ball outside, three-pointer, another three for Phoenix.
Well, you can't hesitate if you want to succeed in catch-and-shoot situations. Chris Paul, such a quick thinker.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Here's Ayton. His three-pointer's off the mark. Right side, Westbrook. Stolen by Durant. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And the first one drops.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
The defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
Okogie for three. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George, and Leonard has it in the corner. Zubac finds Morris. The kick out to Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Westbrook's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. Westbrook's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Ayton, the pass to Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, go ahead and get up, Kevin Durant, former MVP, punching it home.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. From deep, George. Offensive rebound. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Durant kicks to Paul. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Leonard with the steal. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Booker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Okogie for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Morris outside. Here's Westbrook.
The assist.
The absolute
Marcus
ferocity
Morris
from Russell Westbrook. The rim. My goodness, how you feeling?
Durant. That one, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. 5 to shoot. Here's Westbrook. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Durant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Paul looking around. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. And taken away by Paul. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Here's a Kogi. And finished off by Katie.
Kevin Durant knows exactly where his scoring opportunities come from, and he is capitalizing right now.
And it's Westbrook missing. Phoenix leading by 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The feed to George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 5 assists in the game.
Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Pass to Durant. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
And the wide open shot from Paul. And the 3 off target. Left side Westbrook. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Perhaps the thing I will remember most when Russell Westbrook decides his career is done is how he brought competitive fire and spirit every single night, guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's a Kogi in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker with no one around. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Booker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns. Westbrook kicks to Zubats. Back to Westbrook. Poke loose. Leonard finds George. The kick out to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Durant. Here's Paul. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here's Booker from the arc. Excellent D there from George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Leonard driving inside. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. KD can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Booker against George. Booker the pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Paul. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Durant just inside the line. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers trail by 6. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West. Boy, when Russell Westbrook is attacking and getting downhill, forget about it. The fouls are going to come on the defense.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. George against Paul. And they're running. Okogie the pass to Paul. Here's Okogie from deep. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Okogie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And the Clippers miss again. Suns leading by 7. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Ayton. Paul's got 7.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
George finds Zubac. Shot to stop the run. George, no good. Phoenix has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And now it's an 11-point Suns lead.
Well, Josh Okogie is nothing if not opportunistic. You love creating the second chance opportunity there.
And here's Leonard from 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Booker. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Here's Okogie. The 3 from KD. No good on that one. A deep 3 from Leonard. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've got...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Suns leading by 8. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Ball passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker. Up and in.
Here's Morris. Rebound by the Suns. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Okogie for 3.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member. The wingspan, a problem for offensive players.
George finds Westbrook. And no good that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Zubats against Ayton.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. George against Booker. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from George.
Well, Paul George has been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
And it's Paul penetrating. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And George kicks to Westbrook. Knocks down the 3-ball. Westbrook's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
Really encouraging when Russell Westbrook is making that three-point shot, because when he does, he's an impossible check.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Clippers trail by 9. George with the ball. Out guarded by Booker.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Suns.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And it's Paul penetrating. It's good. And now a 12-point Suns lead.
There's an elusivity to Chris Paul's play. He's got the knack to get into the teeth of the defense and make something happen.
And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. Drills it from outside.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, George kicks it to Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Pass to man. Launches a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Over to the left wing. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team foul.
1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Booker the pass to Ayton. Second shot opportunity, and Booker with the layup. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, that's simply a case where Devin Booker outworks the opposition and gets a second chance opportunity. Nicely done. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They're leading by 8. Durant for 3. No good there.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A three from Leonard. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Zubac finds Leonard. Back to Zubac, and taken away by Paul. Ayton with it. Guarded now by Morris. Morris against Ayton. Back to Booker. It's hauled in by George.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Leonard, the vast man. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Stolen by George.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
If you think back to Josh Okogie's rookie season, this guy stepped up and became a starter. He's proven always ready for the next big challenge. Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it did. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
team. Tonight on a afraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Towns. Yep, that one goes.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Pass to Aiden. Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. Paul for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels against Paul. McDaniels passes to Conley. Back to Daniels. And he banks in the layup.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. Edwards can't hit. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Paul against Conley. Driving in. And the layup is good off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
No good on that one.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
Down low. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got his second basket.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset. Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Gobert. They shoot again. That one drops for him.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Booker can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
That one misses for Towns. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Rivers is checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Booker can't get it to go.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
On the wing, Rivers. Pass to Towns. A minute 15 left in the opening quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Reed finds Anderson. Pulls up, high post. Towns can't get it to go.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him wrong.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Prince is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota in the lead. Anderson with it, now guarded by Ayton. Pass to Noel, puts up a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Booker.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Anderson passes to Reed. Pass to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Ayton. And here's the fast break. Here's Booker. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Now Anderson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves ahead, up by 1. Stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Here they come.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Taurean Prince is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Mike Conley. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Edwards in at the 2.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Reed. Here's Gobert. Here's Edwards. No good there. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Okogie. Another shot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Such a skilled, versatile talent. When Durant is focused on scoring, he's hard to guard without fouling.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Reed. And McDaniels is subbed in for Prince.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
High post Towns. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Suns ball.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Paul passes to Ayton. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
For three, Durant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels from long range. Durant pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. No luck on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Yep, count it.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Suns leading. Outside Booker. Pass to Aiden. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Towns. The kick out to Conley. This one for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Conley's got 5.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
Here's Booker. There's the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
Well, there's so much worldwide talent in basketball right now. Teams have scouts in every corner of the globe, RJ.
Yeah, you have so much talent around this league, and you only have to go back a few years when you had every single postseason award was won by an international player. You had Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Luka Doncic when you talk about Rookie of the Year. So it was so much talent overseas, and it's all starting to come to the best league in the world.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Noel, and a two-handed jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Count it from distance.
And you can't let Booker get airspace from corner spots because you're just asking to get burned.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside for Booker. Anderson pulls it down. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
The 3 ball. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Okogie. Here's the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Fourth team foul.
That one on Anderson.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Prince is subbed in for McDaniels. And he nails the 3rd. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Prince. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
To the wing on the left. Paul for 3. And the Suns get it back. And here's Ayton from deep 3-point range. He can't get it to go. Now the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Suns on top, leading by just 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
KD, you were so on top.
Thanks, Allie. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. The kick out to Edwards. 4 on the clock. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards got 5 now.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern. He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Minnesota in the lead. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Durant, pass to Booker. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Durant. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Ayton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Conley passes to Towns. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The Suns trailing. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Pass to Towns. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. The kick to Durant. Jacks up a 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Conley against Paul. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And Rivers is subbed in for Edwards. Here's Booker. And the Suns get it back. The kick to Durant. Back to Ayton. Outside Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot. And they take the lead. Ayton's got 6 in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Outside Durant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's foul number 2 for him. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in.
Timberwolves substitution, Jalen Noel.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Booker can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Reed. Noel drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Noel's got 6 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Okogie. Here's Durant. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for Noel.
Anthony Edwards.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards against Booker. It's Edwards with a drive. Right side McDaniels. Kicks it out to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Daniels. Anderson finds McDaniels. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Durant. Here's Ayton. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Here's McDaniels. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he makes the first.
Shooting from Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels.
Both good from the line that time. Shoots from 12. No good on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Towns passes to McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And Booker with the jam.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Outside Conley. Left side McDaniels. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Durant. And Durant slams it home.
He's not even a near 7-footer. He is a 7-footer. Durant handles it like a guard, just unguardable at times.
Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Gobert with the bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Ayton, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense.
Totally fearless. Conley clashes against strong defense inside. He'll go to any lengths to find those shots.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their 2nd winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Gobert with it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
The Suns trailing. Paul passes to Durant. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
And there's Towns on the assist by Conley.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Ayton, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up. First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Here's Conley. Banked it in off the glass. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, it helps to have Conley on the floor during these moments. He's outstanding at coming through on those big possessions.
McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Jaden McDaniels.
Paul against Conley. Anderson passes to Gobert. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Durant. In transition. Here come the Suns. Now Ayton. And stolen by Gobert. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. Here's Anderson. Shoots over Durant. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Anderson.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns.
The Suns have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to Okogie. Inside. Tipped. Stolen by Conley. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Edwards finds Conley. The kick out to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Another miss by Minnesota. Well, the Suns shooting the ball at 48% so far. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Towns.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Okogie. Three-pointer. And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
And it's good for 2.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Here's Durant. And too long on the shot. And the Timberwolves with possession. And it's Towns penetrating.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Gobert passes to Edwards. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this... All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here. Tonight. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Towns kicks to Conley. Towns a screen on Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Morris. Here's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Outside, Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And it's Leonard missing. Knocked away. Edwards looking it over. Out to the right wing. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball, and Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Oh, here's Edwards. What a jam!
Wow.
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Now here's Leonard. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Gobert the pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Back to Gobert. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Outside, George. Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Morris finds George. Up top, Zubats. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good, George.
Not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Towns, a screen on George. To the right side. And it's Edwards, top of the key. Back to Gobert. Lays it up off the glass.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards against George. Pass to Noel. Off target with his three. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Austin Rivers in for Edwards. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Anderson passes to Prince. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Westbrook's got the ball.
Man, you see his eyes. Westbrook never getting off the rim there, and he has the focus to absorb the contact and still convert.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the pick. Prince, the pass to Reed. Shoots over Zubac. Prince. And he converts the layup.
Well, he has good size at his position, and Taurean Prince, even though traffic around him doesn't speed him up. Nice shot there.
On the wing, Morris. Zubac kicks to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Back to Anderson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Lets it go from deep. Here's Noel. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's used
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Minnesota making a switch. McDaniels checked in.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Morris into the lane. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Towns. And Reed has it in the corner. Towns a screen on Morris. Clock at 4. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Austin Rivers. Minnesota in the lead. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Now here's Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Back to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. Stolen by McDaniels. Left side, Edwards. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2 over Edwards. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Westbrook. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Some changes for Minnesota. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Towns. And it's Taurean Prince in for McDaniels. To the inside, Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And Westbrook providing some emotional spark with that jam.
Minnesota leading by 3. Prince outside. Westbrook with the steal. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Here's George, and then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Morris against Anderson. Over in the corner, Edwards. It's to Gobert. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. Morris has got 8. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook passes to Morris. Can't connect from short range.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Conley with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Prince. Out to Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Morris throws it down.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
It's Prince on the wing. Here he goes. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handle.
Here's Conley. No good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Los Angeles. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. We'll be back after half. Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Noel in at the one.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Mann's checked in for Los Angeles.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
It's stolen by Morris. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. George, no good. Timberwolves trail. Outside, Towns. Towns is doubled. It's tipped. Minnesota again turning it over. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. George, and George with the stuff.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Edwards dishes to Towns. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniels passes to Noel. Shot from free throw range. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's George. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. McDaniels passes to Towns. Up and in from the low block. Towns has got 8 points.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Passes it to Zubac. Here's George. The shot comes out. Towns with the defensive effort. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Gobert, and it's Austin Rivers in for Noel.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's McDaniel. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 11. Mann passes to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Anderson after the Clippers pick up 2. To halt the run, it's hauled in by Paul George. Los Angeles leading by 6. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 6 points.
and the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Now, here's Zubac. Following the miss by Michael Conley. Outside Leonard. Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Leonard kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard from the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
For Los Angeles, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Towns finds McDaniel. Driving in. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McDaniel's got his second basket.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Coming onto the court is your Clippers.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Westbrook passes to Powell. Back to Westbrook. Outside Gordon. There's the 3. That shot off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Norman Powell, Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Gordon, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And there's the pass to Powell. Going inside. The kick out to Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Gobert finds Edwards. Misses the 3. Plumlee with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Gordon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game has played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
The drive by Gordon. Out to the right wing. Westbrook scanning the floor. Misses from close range.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Edwards, that's good.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Westbrook with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the Clippers call time here. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Anderson. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Daniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 11. For three, Edwards. They get it back. Pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Leonard. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot. And one.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Pass to Plumlee, and here's Leonard. McDaniels defending. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 11 in the second half.
Now you settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. Conley for three. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
So many times on the defensive end, showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Outside, George. Plumlee finds George. Back to Plumlee. Passes it to Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. The deep three from George. Rebound, Minnesota. Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. Nobody near Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Clippers lead by 17. Launches it. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
mistakes or sloppy play tonight?
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Now here's Booker. The kick to Durant. There's the triple. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Very assertive KD is. He's ready to fire fast off the catch.
Here's George. That shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Paul for 3. Paul George pulls it in. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Leonard finds George. Back to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
On the wing, Durant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Leonard for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Zubac. Westbrook against Paul. Pass to Okogie. Shot clock at 5. From the high post. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
What versatile shooting by KD, making the most of a mid-range look.
Here's George. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Second team foul.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Nice shot by Durant. He's got 9.
I love when Durant attacks with confidence, especially when he's this close inside.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. The Clippers trail. Pass to Morris. Back to George.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Leonard. George outside. 4 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Shot by Leonard. No good. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Okogie. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
The kick out to Morris. George outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. Westbrook outside. There's the steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Booker against George. Paul for 3. Can't hit that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Pass to Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Westbrook. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Okogie. Soft touch off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
George against Booker. George, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Ayton. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Mort.
Please give a big round of applause for the Clippers.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Well, yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Pass to Ayton. The kick to Durant. 5 on the clock. From deep. Leonard pulls down the board. Well, Los Angeles shooting the rock well at 46%.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Left side Durant from the arc. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
Offensively, once KD gets going, it's over. It's beautiful to watch.
George passes to Zubac. George against Booker. Leonard outside. Pass to Westbrook. The three is up. Oh, denied by Durant.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker, both on ball and in help situations.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Clock at 4. Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
George hits them both. Last season, we saw some shocking single-game performances, Smitty. Several stars had 45-plus point nights, or even well above that.
We are, BA, and I think because a lot of the three-point shooting adds to a lot of buckets. It's a shooter's league right now. Prolific scorers are rising to the top. KD that time playing the big man role, setting the screen and getting it done.
Here's Morris. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And stolen by Leonard. Durant against Morris. George outside. And George with the jam.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
It's stolen by Leonard. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Booker. Morris outside. No good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here. Ball passes to Ayton. Pass to Durant. The shot no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. Leonard passes to Morris. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Leonard outside.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Outside for Booker. Paul passes to Booker. And the Suns miss again.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Oh, and the dunk by George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Ayton with it, guarded now by George. Booker for 3, and the Suns get it back. Pass to Durant. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Westbrook, the pass to Morris. Now Zubats. Leonard outside. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. From deep three-point range. And they recover it. Ayton passes to Durant. Tries yet again. Misses off the right iron.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
A nice shot by Morris.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And the Clippers have possession. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morris right side. And stolen by Durant. Ooh, Morris with a steal. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Kevin Durant.
4th team foul. At the line for your Clippers.
The free throw good for Morris.
Taking 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. There's 10 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Okogie. Launches a 3. Can't get it to drop. He gets it up. That one is off. And so we wrap up the first half. Thanks very much, Allie. And
28. The Suns. 20.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Here's Durant. Offensive board. Outside for Booker. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Ball passes to Aiden. Durant for 3. Westbrook with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. George with it, now guarded by Aiden. Back to Morris. It's George on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook drives, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. Durant against Morris. George with a steal. Westbrook left side to the paint. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
Here's Ayton. Deflected. Back to Okogie. Pass to Booker. From behind the arc. Here's Durant. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Here's Mann. And he drives in, and the shot goes. Mann's got his first basket.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Durant with it, guarded by Covington. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Ayton, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Here's Covington, and the jam by Covington.
Love the hustle from Robert Covington, making his presence felt in transition.
Outside call. Covington against Durant. Pass to Booker. Gordon with a steal. It's Powell on the wing. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. That one's good for 2. Mann's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Stolen by Ayton. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Durant, no good. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 15-6 run. And the jam by Covington.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. To the middle. Here's Paul. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
Pass to Mann. From deep. And they get it back. It'll count. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Norman Powell out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Mann in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 3-pointer, no good. And Phoenix shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Here's Okogie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. On Robert Covington. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
And stolen by Durant. And the Suns pushing it up now. The finish! Rips down the breakaway slam.
The long arms and quick hands of Durant jump starting to break.
Pass to Mann. There's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the inside. Gordon with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. And he lays it in on the break. Gordon's got his first points of the game.
Great recognition. Understanding that that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Pass to Plumlee. For 3, Powell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker finds Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 20 points.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
For 3, Covington. The shot off that time. The Suns have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. And here's Gordon from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, at the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Leonard finds George. And here's Westbrook. Baseline jumper. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You can't teach those instincts. Westbrook just has a nose for it. Always seems to be in the right spot at the right time.
Booker. And Booker with the jam.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. And it's Morris penetrating. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
I like when Russ looks to involve his guys. It brings this team closer together.
Durant, the pass to Ayton. Fades and shoots. No good off the back of the rim. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Down low. Here's Ayton. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth. Oh, hammer it home!
That hurt. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office.
Oh my goodness! Wow, what a play! One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They've put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Back to Zubac. To the middle. Here's Leonard. 5 to shoot. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 15.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Zubac finds Morris. George for 3. No good on the shot. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. So for...
But the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Count that one.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Said priority number one is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. And the champ. By Kevin Durant.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here is Conley. The kick out to Towns. Off target from outside. The Suns have gotten their first three shots to go in for them to start off this game.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent. But they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to McDaniels. With the... Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now here's Durant. Booker outside. Back to KD. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Kicks it out to Booker. From downtown. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Towns. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Booker with it. Conley picks him up. And then Durant with the jam.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
And finished off by McDaniel. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
KD's shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Up top, Edwards. Defended by Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. The putback, and Anderson is right there.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Ayton kicks to Paul. sinks the triple.
You know, Paul's really gotten better at the catch-and-shoot jump shot. It looks a lot easier for him now than it did earlier in his career. Smooth rhythm and smooth release, too.
Good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Yep, that one goes. Paul's got 5 points so far.
Paul's got a really nice touch from the interior, and, you know, he likes to get in there and mix it up with the big guys any chance he gets.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Taurean Prince comes in for Towns, and it's Rivers in for Edwards. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Okogie. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The 3 from KD. And it's Rivers with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Here's Anderson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Booker the pass to Paul. Good on the triple. Paul's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns.
You know, Paul loves to operate in the lane, and he's extremely good at it, but he also understands the value of stretching the defense.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Booker the pass to KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, Chris Paul is a first-rate on-the-ball defender. I mean, you rarely get a clean shot off on him.
And so it's Kevin Durant. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Here's Conley. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Prince. Here's Ayton. He can't get it to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Baseline try, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court. Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves stamped a 3-year playoff drive.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Now here's Durant. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. He gets that one.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
It's good. 9 points for Jaden McDaniel.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And it's the Suns with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Ayton dishes to KD. Got it. Good job in the low post. KD's got the lead back up to 9 now for Phoenix.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
Conley for 3. They get it again. The kick out to Towns. Clock at 6. Back to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. And here's Edwards from the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Towns. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And the dunk by Booker.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Edwards down low. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome.
No, that was outstanding, guys.
Timberwolves trail by 9.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Durant.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Now the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And he recovers it. The shot's good from Paul.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Left side, Anderson. Reed misses.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Paul finds KD. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Austin Rivers in for Edwards. Pass to Reed. Drives to the hoop. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Paul. No good, shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Rivers. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Paul kicks to Booker. And the Suns miss again. Here's Noel. 1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good.
Hey, he's listed at 6'4", but Okogie has an absolutely insane 7-foot wingspan.
All right, Dave, thank you. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless. unable to slow him down.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Durant down low, defended by Towns. Here's Booker, and there's the drive.
And Booker looks to score and score often. When he's driving, never afraid of the contact.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And finished off by Gobert.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Booker the pass to Okogie. Here's Ayton. Outside for Durant. Pass to Ayton. He feeds it to KD. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Timberwolves trail by 5. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Conley against Paul. Okogie, the pass to Paul. That 3 off the mark. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Nice move. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Gobert.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Okogie misses. The Timberwolves have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dishes it to Gobert. Conley surveying the D. Gobert with a screen on Booker. McDaniels passes to Gobert.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
He is one of the longer wings in the game. Durant knows a thing or two about drawing fouls.
The Suns have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Nas Reed, he's checked in for Towns. Anderson comes in for McDaniel. And it's Austin Rivers in for Edwards. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gobert.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Rivers finds Conley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Passes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Conley kicks to Rivers. Anderson outside. Reed the pass to Anderson. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. It's Rivers on the wing. Pocket 2. He takes it in. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. There's the pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with the rebound. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Rivers dishes to Prince. Great D that time from Durant. Booker against Anderson. Booker the pass to Ayton.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
12 seconds left to play here in the third. Edwards looking it over. Here's Conley. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3.
How about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Okogie misses. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Austin Rivers comes in for Michael Conley. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Out of bounds. Suns ball.
.60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Ayton in the high post. Towns on him. Ayton kicks to Paul. Back to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock from 12 feet out. And the layup's good off the glass.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Ball against Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Back to Durant. Ayton dishes to Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert comes in for Anderson, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Rivers.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Pass to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels to take the lead, and it's finished off inside by Gobert. 14 points for Rudy Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Okogie, the pass to Ayton. Buries the 7-footer. Ayton's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Edwards finds Towns. Here's Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
Okogie, the pass to Ayton. Off on the layup.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
And here's Edwards from the arc. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Towns.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Conley with it, now guarded by Booker. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. It's good on the putback. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Towns has excellent size and really long arms, and he uses both to wreak havoc on the offensive board.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Kevin Durant, 3.
Minnesota with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Towns in the corner. And here's Edwards. And so Minnesota takes the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, VA. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Here's Westbrook. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's got size and he has touch. It makes interior scoring easy for Kawhi Leonard.
Here's Edwards. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Leonard passes to George. Blocked again! For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to McDaniels. The three. The Clippers grab the miss.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Back to Morris. And stolen by Edwards. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Zubac. McDaniels passes to Towns. Can't connect from short range.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
George with it from deep. Westbrook finds Leonard to the paint. Back to Zubac. No good there. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Towns double team. It's McDaniels on the wing. And there's the drive. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Zubac passes to Westbrook. Stolen by Conley. McDaniels against Leonard. Here's Edwards. That one is off. The Clippers trail.
One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
So it's Minnesota now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. And if you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the track and field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rivers is checked in. Here's Leonard. Nice D from Reed.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Morris against Anderson. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Rivers' shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Here's Noel, pounded by Westbrook. Reed, a screen on Morris. Anderson passes to Reed. And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Back to Leonard. Pass to Morris.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Pretty incredible to think that Russell Westbrook made the triple-double somewhat routine. The ability to fill up a stat sheet like few others in the history of the game. Incredible, guys.
Noel gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Pass to George. Morris outside. Kicks it to George. Zubats inside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Tie game in Minnesota. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the one spot.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Edwards against George. The kick out to Edwards. He got a piece of it. Pass to Morris. Knocked away. Outside McDaniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Right side, Edwards. Inside. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And the Clippers with the ball. They trail by one. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
Now here's Gobert. Outside Conley. Picked by Gobert. And he lobs it up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard passes to George. Here's Morris. Got a hand on it.
Great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Leonard. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, bigs is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force.
Now here's Conley. Towns for three. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Zubac. Now here's George. Leonard with a screen on Edwards. Leonard outside and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Rivers is checked in for Edwards. Here's Rivers. George defending. Here's Gobert. And there's a 3-second violation. Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the board.
The Clippers trail. Westbrook, the pass to George. Now Morris. Zubac inside. He's against Gobert. A nice shot by Zubac. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard able to navigate his way to the cup. Off the bounce, yes, sir.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Here's Noel, pounded by Westbrook. To the right side. Outside, Anderson. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. It's stolen. Here's Rivers. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Kawhi Leonard.
Westbrook drives and finished off by Westbrook.
This guy is an incredible dunker in space. The defense just says, let me step back here.
Pass to Rivers. Here's Noel. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. All right, good stuff, Allie. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented and thus far unstoppable.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The Clippers on D. 2-point game. From deep, Conley. 6 to shoot. Here's Towns.
Boy, how about the hustle of Marcus Morris getting into the space of the shooter? That's nice.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
George with it. He's picked up by Edwards. George with the bucket.
What a hoop by Paul George. The versatility to get inside and score it. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and considering the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Now here's Leonard. 12 points for him. That three's off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
McDaniels can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Here's Mann, covered by Towns. Here's Zubac, and he banks in the layup. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Towns down low, guarded by Morris. Towns passes to McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. McDaniels got 10.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Tipped! Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. 10 points for him.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Got it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Deflects the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Noel. A minute 9 left to play in the 3rd. Anderson with a screen on George. Here's Edwards. Leonard pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd. Here's Mann. He takes it in. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Up top, Anderson. George defending. Here's Edwards. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
The Clippers trail. Pass to man. Back to George. Here's Morris. The shot off that time. Nice D from Anderson. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. To the inside. Ooh, Morris with a steal.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Conley. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 3 quarters of play and a close. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's man in at the point. A nice shot by Zubats.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Conley passes to Towns. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Dominant on the boards. Karl-Anthony Towns knows I can get points on the board by getting to the offensive glass.
Back to man. Morris against Edwards. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Leonard passes to Morris. Here's man. And here's George. Uses the glass on the layup.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Pass to Conley. Now here's Towns. And here's Edwards outside. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. George outside. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Paul George playing through the contact right there. You like somebody who's willing to navigate traffic.
And Edwards, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. Edwards has got 5 points now this quarter.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Now here's Leonard. Beyond the arc. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. They get the rebound. The kick out to Conley. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Shot clock at 6. Leonard passes to Zubats. Here's George. The baseline J. The steal. Pass to Towns. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And so Towns nails them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Leonard can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Conley. Down low. Here's McDaniels. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Now here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Zubac.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And Leonard, here we go. Can't cash it in from close range. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Now here's Towns. Not a lot of room. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I love when Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive to score and willing to embrace the contact.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
And the jam by George.
Wow. How about Paul George commanding the basketball when his team needs a basket? Go to work, sir.
That's good from George.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Edwards against George. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers.
How big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to man. Stolen by Conley. And they're on the run. Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league. But these are the moments, if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
Westbrook, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard. It's blocked by Gobert. Left side, Conley. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. Westbrook outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, the craftiness of Russell Westbrook down low. This guy excels at drawing contact close to the basket.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Back to Daniels. Towns with the ball. It's McDaniels on the wing. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. They're leading by 9. Only 2 seconds left in the 4th. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Timeout called for Minnesota.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in.
Hey.